have been doing Passion Project for 7 years at the Knowing Garden.
The passion projects at the Knowing Garden are a really rich and vibrant time for us where we really celebrate the joy and urgency of chasing something that you're really excited about. And so each student gets to choose something that they want to pursue and explore, whether that thing is artistic or scientific or athletic. Whatever it is, we want to honor that natural motivation that comes from those things that really drive us.
I love fashion so much, I decided all these great ideas need to go put into clothing. It overpowers me with joy when I finish something or start something. Like creating the design is very hard, but it's like way harder than you think. But I love it. It's like when you finish, it's like everything's spinning and it just all stops and you have this beautiful piece of artwork that you created.
It gets better every year because I always have new ideas, and those are what I'm interested in at the time. So it gets better based on my interest.
So in everyday life, when people discover that they're passionate about something that's outside of their regular routines, a lot of times those things can fall by the wayside because people don't have, maybe they don't have a goal-based approach, maybe they just don't have the time to do it, or maybe they just lose steam because there's nothing to really keep the momentum going.
First, it depends on what stage you're in. Like, hard part can be finding resources, figuring out how to get resources, figuring out what passion project to do is sometimes very difficult. I've seen many things, but for me, the hardest part is probably just sticking with it. I've been doing Passion Project for a while now, so I feel like there's nothing difficult about it anymore. There was at times, but not anymore.
Currently, I am working on designing a fashion show for school passion project. This is my upcoming passion project. My theme is child punk, child rock.
With the support of the teachers, they're guided through a bunch of different steps, such as goal setting and planning, and then eventually receiving feedback, and then later on presenting their project as well to the whole community, and knowing that you're going to be standing up at the end of all this and claiming what you have done as your own and as something that you have spent time on at school.
I enjoy the way Passion Project works. I enjoy the teachers who teach it, because every teacher has a very open mindset to teaching the Passion Project. And it can be difficult sometimes when a teacher asks you a lot of questions about the Passion Project and you don't have all the answers.
And so we hope that when they look back and reflect at the end of their project, they can see all of these steps that they took and all of the skills that they acquired along the way as well. And a lot of times they look back and are in awe of that process and the abilities that they showed in order to get to where they are with that project.
So I'm like crazy proud of everything I make. I'm like, when I look at it, I'm like, whoa, I made that? We're sitting and I was drawing, and then we showed someone. He was like, you drew that? I'm like, yeah, I did.
I feel like I could have made every project better because I always want to improve what I'm doing.
For example, they might see how much problem solving they had to do along the way to improve their project, or they might have noticed how important it was to get input from others at certain times during their project.
TKG is like a funnel. It helps put all your ideas into one concentrated thing, which I really appreciate. So you might have a base idea, but TKG helps mold it into something that will work and that is real, instead of just doing it around the house maybe and then just forgetting about it.
Another thing that's really vital about how we set up the Passion Project time is that all the students, of course, are working alongside their peers. The peers are pursuing a different passion that they're really excited about, and they are running into frustrations and puzzlements and surprises and joy and triumphs along the way, and there's this energy as well as accountability in being part of a workshop setting like that. So these are all life skills and life lessons from authentic experience that they can see how those things shook out during an actual project and something that is going to wind up being memorable for them because they chose it and they care about it.
This big thing.
And what does this big thing remind you of? Does it remind you of anything?
Trash can.
A trash can? How about the shape?
A boat.
A boat. So, Anna has put a vacuum in a boat. Why do you think she would do that?
To get garbage in the ocean? Yeah.
Garbage in the ocean.
Hello, my name is Ayel Garcia Kaufman, and my passion project is fashion. I have been into fashion for a long time, so I'm happy to have you guys come along. Thank you. Hello, TKG. My name is Bennett Mario Valdez, and my passion project is a dog-themed board game. Please come by my table to see amazing characters and a new board. Thank you.
It can be a little scary going up at first, but it's like, I feel like the presentation helps, and especially when you have people that support you in the TKG community coming up to your stand, and they're like checking out your project, asking you questions, telling you it's cool. It makes you feel good about your project.
And so what we're really doing is giving the students an opportunity to grow as doers, to see what it looks like and feels like to actually go after something that you want, and to look back at the end and see all that it takes to do that.
What did you feel in doing this project?
Happy.